Hello students, I hope you are all well. Today we are going to continue with chapter number 15 of class 7, exercise 15.2. Okay, we have already discussed formulas about this chapter, area of triangle and all. Okay, we will continue with this chapter. Let me remind you, area of triangle is half into base into height, and area of parallelogram is base into height. So let me redraw this figure. This is a triangle. This is a triangle PQR in which PS is the perpendicular. This angle is 90 degree. Okay. Now in this figure PQR is a triangle right angled at P. Okay. That means this angle is also 90 degree. This angle P is also 90 degree. Right angle at P means angle P is also 90 degree. PQ is 6 centimeter and PR is 8 centimeter. Let me redraw the figure for you. This figure can be redrawn like this. Here is point P, here is point Q and point R. PR is 8 centimeter, PQ is 6 centimeter. This is a right angle. Okay. Find the area of triangle PQR. First question is quite easy. We have to determine the area of triangle PQR. Now here PQ will be considered as the height and PR will be considered as the base. Or you can do it reverse, that PR be the height and PQ be the base. Both are equivalent. So for triangle PQR, I will say base is 8 centimeter and height is equals to 6 centimeter. Area of triangle is half into base into height. So it will be half into base is 8 into height is 6. You will solve this, you will get 24 centimeter square. So that completes the first part of the question. Second part is also find the length of perpendiculars PS on QR. You have to secondly determine the length of perpendicular PS on QR. Okay. Now, like we did in the parallelogram, we can also say that for any triangle, whatever we take as the base, whatever we take as the perpendicular, if that perpendicular is on that base, then the area of triangle will remain constant. What I am trying to say is किसी भी triangle का area किसी भी side को base लेके निकाला जा सकता है, provided that आप जो perpendicular बनाए वो उस side के ऊपर 90 degree बना रहा हो. Okay, so using the same concept, if I take QR as the base, अगर हम QR को base माने, in that case PS is perpendicular and area of triangle will be 24 centimeter square. Okay. Now we know that PQR is a right angle triangle. So we can apply Pythagoras theorem या फिर Pythagoras property in this triangle. So we'll write by Pythagoras property what was Pythagoras property? That hypotenuse here is PR square is equals to sum of squares of other two sides QP square. Hypotenuse is QR square is equals to PR square plus PQ square. Now QR square will be equal to PR is 8 square and PQ square is 6 square. Square of 8 is, as you know, 64 and square of 6 is 36. You add both of those, you will get 100. Okay, if QR square is 100, then QR square root, taking square root on both sides, will you get 10 centimeter. We have done this type of thing in previous chapter. नहीं है मेरे इसमें. Okay. So lastly, we have the base value of the base QR. We have the value of the base QR. We need to determine the length of perpendicular. So we say, we know that area of triangle is triangle PQR is equals to half into base. We are taking QR as the base, and height is PS, and height is PS. That means 24 is equal to 1 upon 2 into QR. QR is 10, we just determined, and PS, we don't know the value of PS. 5. Okay, so this will be PS is equals to 24 upon 5, and if we simplify that, PS will be equal to 4.8 centimeters. Okay, I hope you get the solution. Next is question number 8. Question number 8 is of similar kind. You have a triangle, and on this triangle you have two perpendiculars, and according to both the perpendicular you have two bases. Okay, so for perpendicular LP, your base is M, and for perpendicular MO, your base is LN. Now let us see the question. LMN is an isosceles triangle. LMN is an isosceles triangle where LM and LN are both equal to 15 centimeter. LM is 15 centimeter. LN is also 15 centimeter. And the third side is 18 centimeter. The height of LP, the height of this perpendicular LP is equals to 12 centimeter. We have to determine first of all area of triangle. So for triangle LMN base, first of all we have to determine the area. So in order to determine the area, we will take the base as a known quantity and perpendicular as a known quantity. So base I will take as Mn, because I know the value of perpendicular on this base, or we can say height is equals to 12 centimeter. So area will be equal to half into base into height. That is half into base is 18 into height 12. Okay, so this is 2, 2 6 are 12, and 6 8s are 48, 6 1s are 6, 108 centimeter square. Okay, so that becomes the area of this triangle. Now if we take base as Ln, the height will be MO. So we'll say when base Ln is equals to 15 centimeter, then height is equals to MO. Okay, and now using this concept we will determine the length of MO. Area is equals to half into base Ln into height MO. Area we determined as 108, that will remain constant, 1 upon 2 into 15 into MO. Okay, and using this equation you can easily determine the value of MO. I will leave the calculation part to you now. Okay, now we'll move on to question number 9. Question number 9, again a easy question. The parameter of a rhombus is 16 centimeter. Okay, so first of all let me draw a rhombus for you. This is a rhombus and its parameter is given to you as 16 centimeter. Okay, so let A, B, C, D, let the side of the rhombus be A, Okay, and we know that each and every sides of rhombus are equal, therefore all sides are equal to A. So parameter is, we are given that parameter is 16 centimeter. We know the formula for parameter of rhombus, that is 4 into side. So that is equals to 16. That means A is equals to 4 centimeter. You will do the calculation and determine that A is equals to 4 centimeter. That is, the side of the rhombus becomes 4 centimeter. The area of this rhombus is given to us as 12 centimeter. We are given that the area of this rhombus is 12 centimeter. Area is 12 centimeter square. Find its altitude. Okay, we have to determine its altitude. Okay, now student, listen carefully what I am trying to say. Rhombus is also a kind of parallelogram. Okay, what was the definition of rhombus? Rhombus is a parallelogram whose all sides are equal. That was the definition of rhombus. That means rhombus is also a kind of parallelogram. That also means that all the formulas that were applied to parallelogram are also applicable on rhombus. I've told you earlier that area of rhombus is half into product of diagonals, but we can also say that area of rhombus is equals to base into height. Okay, now if we consider DC as the base, then this AM will be the height of the rhombus. Okay, and we will say that area of rhombus is, we know that area of parallelogram is what? Base into height. Okay, now we know the value of area, that is 12. We know the value of base, that is side of the rhombus, into height. And using this, we can easily calculate that the height of the rhombus is 3 centimeter. Again, I leave the calculation part to you. Okay, we have applied the formula for area of parallelogram here. We have applied the area of parallelogram here for the area of rhombus, because rhombus is also kind of parallelogram. Next is question number 10. This is, yes, last question of this exercise. Question number 10 is, area of a right triangle is 24 centimeter square. So let me draw a right triangle and name it A, B, C. So we will say area of triangle ABC is equals to 24 centimeter square. Here angle B is 90 degree. If one of the sides containing the right angle is 8 centimeter, question is saying out of two sides that are making a 90 degree, one of the side is 8 centimeter. So let BC is equals to 8 centimeter. Find the length of its hypotenuse. So in order to determine its hypotenuse, first of all, what we should know? We should know the value of AB. Okay, so in triangle ABC, area is equals to AB into half into base, base is BC, into height AB. So area is 24 is equals to 1 upon 2 into 8 into AB. On calculating it, you will get the value of AB as 6 centimeter. Okay, once again I am leaving the calculation part to you again and again, because I am confident in you that you can do this sort of calculation at least. Okay, now what we do is we have to determine the value of AC. So again we use a Pythagoras property. By Pythagoras property, AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. Okay, so here AC square, that will be equal to AC, we don't know the value of, AB we know the value of 6 square, and BC is 8 square. We just did the same type of calculation. 6 square is 36, 8 square is 64. That means AC square is equals to 100, and taking square root on both sides, AC is equals to 10 centimeter. So that will be the value of hypotenuse here. Okay, I hope you get all this. Now there are few questions remaining in this exercise, so I will leave those questions to you. You have to do question number 1, 2 and 3 by yourself. If you encounter any problem, kindly contact me in your homework copy. Okay. Secondly, you have to do question number 9 and 10 in your homework copy as well. Okay. So what will be the homework for this exercise? Question 1, 2, 3, 9 and 10. Okay, if you have done more questions, then it's okay, no problem, but at least you have to do these questions from your book in your homework copy. Okay, tomorrow we are going to start exercise 15.3, but before starting that, I will introduce to some more formulas of circle. Exercise 15.3 is related to circles. Okay, I have already given you the area of circle. Okay, there is few more formulas that you might require. So I will first of all draw a figure. Okay, first of all, we will discuss about area of two concentric circles. So what are concentric circles? Circle with same center are called concentric circles. Okay, circle with same center but different radius. So you have two circles here who have the same center but the radius is different. The radius of smaller circle we let it is r. The radius of capital circle we let it as capital R. Okay, so area of concentric circle, when I talk about area of concentric circle, that means I am talking about this part. That means I am talking about this part. This part. When I am talking about this part, that means I am talking about area of concentric circle. This is also called as area of rings in some places. Okay. So how to determine area of this circle? Okay, if you, let us think about a bit. If I tell you to practically on a paper cut a piece so that it is in this form. Okay, what I am asking you कि एक पेपर है, मैंने आपको एक सर्किल दे रखा है, उसको ऐसा बनाना है. कैसे करोगे? बीच में से ये वाला सर्किल काट दोगे. सेम थिंग विद द एरिया ऑफ concentric circle will be area of outer circle minus area of inner circle. Area of outer circle minus area of inner circle, area of concentric circles. Okay, so area of outer circle is pi capital R square. Area of inner circle is pi small r square. So you take pi as common, r square minus r square. So that's all for today. Thank you for your time. Have a nice